Language is the way in which people communicate to each other. In the earth, different people arose in different places across the world, and each group of these people invaded a phonetic method that can use it to communicate to each other. Then development. So they wrote this sound in the form of syllable or letters. And then they set rules and foundation for them, and this language took development during the years. In our time, the most spoken language by most of the inhabitants of global is English. The importance of the English language is not limited to speaking with people only. Most of the scientific sources, such as research and studies, are in English. I will tell you a story that happened with a person. This person didn't know English. He traveled to London for treatment, and naturally he hired an interpreter for him. But one day the interpreter's mother died and he didn't show up, and this person just had an operation and wake up from it. Then the doctor and nurses gave him instruction that he should not do it, such as don't drink water for an hour, the doctor said, and they taught him the ways to take the medicine, but he obviously didn't get anything and he didn't understand. So that's lead to this person didn't follow this instruction, so he suffered from many diseases and operation complication. I hope I was able to explain to you how important the language is. As an engineer, the English language is a basic part of the skills that you must have it, whether you need it in beginning as a student or after graduated in the labor market, as most of the leading companies are foreign. How do I develop myself in English? An important question that you must ask yourself. Before we begin, you should know that the basics of each language are divided into 4 sections: the skill of writing, the skill of reading, the skill of listening, and the skill of speaking. Here we return to our question: how do you develop yourself? As an engineer, you must know that the first step to solving a problem is to find what is the problem. Here you must determine which of these skills you are weak in and must be developed. I will talk here about the 4 skills and how to develop them. First, reading skill. This skill is important and initial as the meaning to learn different types of skills and science from all scientific sources across the world. In addition, if you are weak in reading, the solution here is very simple. Just read whenever you can. Whenever you have a spare time with yourself, read some novel or stories in English. That will develop you in a short time. Secondly, we have the writing skill that will be explained by my colleague Sophie.
Thanks, Mahmoud. This writing skill is considered a companion to the reading skill, as it is a very important non-auditory means of communication, as using words you can communicate ideas without the need for sound. English phonemic skills will make it easier for you to know the pronunciation of the word and its letters and writing easily. Back to Mahmoud.
Thank you, Sophie. Listening skill. Here, you must know the difference between the concept of listening and the concept of understanding. For example, I can hear French word and know how to write it, but I do not understand the meaning of this word. So here, listening skill means listening only and not necessarily know the meaning of this word. I will discuss how to develop this skill after I finish the speaking skill, because they are linked together. The speaking skill. I think that the most of the viewers now are weak in this skill. It's very normal because we live in society that every people surrounding us, they speak their language. For example, now they speak Arabic. The people around us speak Arabic. So that made a problem for us to practice our English language, which leads to become bigger weakness. The best way to develop speaking skill is simple, actually, is speaking. Yes. That maybe sound insane, but it's a fact. There are many solutions to speaking, even when you live in society that's speaking a different language. I will mention some of it. The first one is self-dialogue, which means that you find a specific topic of something that you write in English and then you present it in front of yourself. For example, with a mirror or something like that. Here you will practice your English and development quickly. The second method is by make a group of person or bunch of people that actually wanted to develop themselves either in English and make a group calls or a Google Meet and helping each other. That will help you and help them to develop their English. We must make an important observation, which is that the listening skill must be developed well in order to master the speaking skill. Here, listening, we must, to make our listening skill good, we must hear a lot of native speakers when they talking. And the best way to do that by watching a lot of movie and series. So when you saw the movie and series, you must focus on the sound and the way they talking during you watching the movie. Of course, I will mention some of movies and series in the last of this video, so make sure to watch this until the end. This movie and series will give you the culture of English, and this is very important to being any language to know the culture of it. One of the biggest mistake we hear about English that is the rule is not important in English. That is a very big, massive mistake. To understand any language, you must know the right order of the word in the sentence. So without that, you can't know the meaning of this sentence. For example, I can't say, I market went tomorrow. This is make no sense because the rule is wrong. So to understand English, you must know the rule. But in the same time, do not go deep with it. You should learn only the basic rules that help you understanding English and communication with others. One of the most important applications that help you a lot in learning English and building a sentence are the application of Mr. Ibrahim Adil, who is, in my opinion, is the best person speak English all the time. He is better even than the native speakers. He had a lot of videos on YouTube, but I recommend you to download his apps. He have two apps, one of them called Khalik, and this is the best application to learn English from zero. And he have another application, and I use it, and most of Arabic speaker use it to learn English, is the American English. Is the best application ever. He put on it 3 levels in English and test with every lesson. So this is the name of the application, and he exists on iOS and Android system. Cake application help you to know idiom in English. Duolingo is very useful application. So we talk about series. I will give you some series that from my opinion I found it interesting and give you and with a beautiful idea. Some of it are a comic and some of it are scientific and some of it are documentary. We have Family Guy, Rick and Morty, Modern Family, Friends, Chernobyl, Planet Earth. That's all what I have. Thank you for watching. This video made by Mahmoud Hashim, one of the crew of Processing Engineering Academy.